actors. And I'm not saying they got to be and once again, this is where that argument between the film purist and the regular audience.
I already said Dwayne Johnson, so I might as well jump into it.
Yeah, you might as
well. The consistency. He's been in every damn film that's ever been out.
Well, the biggest franchise movie that's ever been out.
I'm just joking, but like he took on that role as the next big action star. Kind of not, because I don't really get that big action star feel from him for some reason. Well, but what I do get from him is the consistency. He took on that, what was that nickname they gave him? The franchise saver. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And like for that reasoning, you know, Dwayne Johnson's been there. He's out here, and he's in almost every year he's in a movie. Consistency. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
He, you know,
like we could probably sit here and name 10 other better actors.
Right.
Honestly.
But it's just consistency over time and just impact. What he's done at the box office, what he has done over the course of his career, just the fact that he was able to take the charisma that you saw from his wrestling career and easily transform that into his acting. Now, it wasn't done overnight, but it took time to harness that.
I kind of rebuttal my answer there. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll let you finish.
But when you sit over there and look at what he has done, and he was able to take the stuff from his pro wrestling career, morph that into his acting, speech. Because if you look at the top of 2010, 2011, he was already once faster. The ball got rolling for him, like just putting out stuff, was when he got introduced in the Fast series and Faster. That was the start. That was the start of him really taking off and really harnessing that role as the next action star. The stuff that he's been able to do, oh my goodness! And I've never seen an actor finesse merchandise the way that he has finesse. And finesse sounds like a bad word, but it's positive over here. That's how I feel. I'm just using that as the verbiage I want to use. The way he has finessed the ability to motivate people through his Instagram, through his clothing line partnership with Under Armour, through the tequila that's probably going to be coming out sometime this year. He went from wrestler, actor to entrepreneur and made smooth transition in doing so. And let's not forget Ballers, which he wasn't punching a whole lot of people. He was in the middle. He was basically playing a sports agent. Yep. A lucrative sports agent down in Miami. Like, that's literally like, so the diversity in his roles in the film or television that he's playing. Here's a guy that's built like a superhero, but you don't see him in every other role that he's doing. He's not doing that abundance. He'll give you that, but he doesn't mind making a fool out of himself in front of the camera. He doesn't mind, turning around and doing an animated movie like Moana. The diversity of what he's able to do. I think that really gets overlooked by the amount of action stuff that he's in. Yeah. The diversity that he brings to the table and what he's able to do. Like, anything he puts out, people are going to check it out. There are people that the cine beasts and the film people love, and I'm not trying to pick on y'all, but I'm just using them as an example. There are actors that are Academy Award winning actors that wishes that they had, the career that this guy had.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, The Rock is the man. Everybody knows it. But when I'm sitting here thinking about it, I couldn't help but think Kevin Hart. I couldn't help think but Kevin Hart. Not only does he come out year after year with something fresh, not all of them are great. I'm not going to sit here and lie, but not everything that The Rock comes out with is great either. But another guy who's consistent and is always on our televisions is Kevin Hart. And I just had to mention that. I still think probably Dwayne's probably going to be my pick. But if I want to give you something to maybe think on, it's Kevin Hart as well.
I would put him as comedian of the 2010s. He's definitely the comedian of the 2010s. It's not even close. It's not even close. The ball was dropped, and I'm catch a lot of heat for saying this too. Cat Williams dropped the ball because Cat Williams could have really ran with the torch if he wanted to, but due to personal issues. But Kevin Hart took that torch and dominated the entire 2010s.
He found out that cocaine hits harder than that little kid did. Stop playing with me today.
Oh, man. from the 3-point line with the jokes, with the buzzer beater with the jokes. My God. But yeah, man, I would put Kevin Hart as the comedian for the 2010s. But I'm telling you right now, if Chappelle keeps bringing these Netflix specials and these series on a more consistent basis, Kevin Hart ain't being the comedian of the 2020s. I'll tell you that right now.
Maybe not. I think he's more focused on Blockbuster.
Nah, I think so. Maybe.
You know, I mean, when does he put out a comedic special? It's in, I think, what, 2016?
He had the Irresponsible tour. I don't know if it's 2018 or 2017. It's between one of those 2 years.
I know it was a while ago.
Yeah. And plus, he's been dealing. You know, he had the car accident, and then he had the.
And it's still coming out with a movie, by the way.
Right, and
that's why that dude. That's why I had to mention that dude.